Hi, Aries. This is Just with your March 15th to the 31st reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day today. Yeah, there is 31 days in the month of March, right? Yeah. So, Aries, I see here for some of you guys, you're definitely battle weary. You're battling someone. I feel like this could have something to do like with child support or around that time, I was telling a lot of people, be careful. Someone's going to get pregnant. Someone may be pregnant. And they're saying, hey, you're pregnant. What are you doing? I'm pregnant. And you're like, huh? What? Like all of a sudden, you don't know English. You don't know the language that they're speaking. Like you're completely confused about how babies are made, all of that. But I do see that someone could be pregnant and you guys are going to be going through, excuse me, you may be in litigation or you may be in mediation. Yeah, mediation to kind of sort things out. And you're completely confused. Some of you are completely confused. You don't know if this baby is yours. The time frame of it may be off. Like she's 3 months pregnant. I just met her 2 months ago, or we didn't have sex at that month. Like, so you're trying to calculate things. And while you're going through all of this, you're saying nothing. You're completely mum. Or you may be trying to reach out to that person and you may have heard it through the grapevine that they're pregnant. And it's like, now you're trying to speak to them like, hey, what do you mean I heard you're pregnant, and you can't get a heads or tails of this person. Like a heads or tails, like you can't find them. It could have been like a real one night stand where it's like, we didn't even talk after that. And it's like, now you're having to go through her friend and a person, you have to go through these other people to try to track this person down. So it looks a little bit ugly. Don't ask me where I'm getting this from. If whomever this can relate to and you would like to share, and you feel, comfortable enough to share with us down in the comment section below, please do so. And you're always welcome to use my email if you would like to just confirm this privately. But I would love to know for any of you guys that this relates to. Now, so there's that. But I do see that some of you guys, there's a situation with a pregnancy. If it's not one of those type of one night stands and now this person I didn't know and now I have to get down to the bottom of it, that type of thing. I do feel like some of you are preparing. There could have been like you just had a baby, somebody's pregnant. But the relationship is over. We're going to get into love in a minute. I'm trying to backtrack, but your story of love is just so strong. It's almost like I have to say it first to kind of like let everything else come through. Now, some of you are completely at the end of your rope with a situation. You've been holding on as much as you possibly can. Someone, and this is not to take this part lightly, and this is not for everyone, and I have to prepare you that this is for a specific person, and yes, they need to hear it. Some of you may have dealt with a passing. I get a female energy. With that, I do see that there may be some form of a judgment, and you've been like fighting for it, what is owed you, what's due to you. It will come. Okay. There's just a specific timing that it has to come, but it will come. Now, let's try to regain things here. Let's go into work. Some of you at the workplace, I feel that you guys have been working a lot. So you've had a lot going on in your work. If you have your own business, you may have found it to be like a lot going on. The first few days or these last 3 weeks is going to be a lot going on. You may find that you're not able to do everything. You're not going to be able to work hard and play hard. Not this month. Some of you have been putting the pedal to the metal, working really hard, saying no to going out, not drinking, just saving your body and putting a lot of energy into working, because when your birthday comes, you will make up for lost time. You will go out, you will travel. It will be you and maybe a significant other, you and your friends. Like you may celebrate your birthday 3 different times, 3 different ways with 3 different sets of people. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. So you've really been taking these last, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last week, last month and a half to really prepare yourself for what is to come. Okay. And I do see like long distance travel. So some of you are going internationally traveling, and you may not be able to go with a particular person because they may not be able to leave the country. But I definitely see you guys traveling. Some of you guys are taking a long trip driving. Others of you are obviously going across waters, but I definitely see some traveling happening. And happy early birthday for you, March and April, Aries. I don't know if I'll be able to say it next month. Now, your finances, for those of you who are looking for work, because that's important as well. If you're looking for work, you may find that, you're starting the process. You may be taking some tests. You're not really sure if you pass the test. You don't know. You may not feel very confident about the test. You may feel like, okay, I took the test. I haven't heard back from these people, You have to check your emails, check your phone, especially you, because there's Mercury in retrograde right now. Communication is going to go on mute. It'll be because either you're working so much that you're so preoccupied with something that you're missing other things going on in your life. Something in your life is going to weigh you down. And for all of you, it will be different, but something in your life is going to weigh you completely down. And it may go on for the next month and a half, or it may have been going on for about a month and a half. And it's like three things, or something will be coming in threes. Okay. So you may have to deal with three individuals. You may have to go on 3 different interviews. You may have to take 3 different tests, but you have to go in 3 stages in order for things to finally get the word. So if you're looking for work, there's going to be 3 opportunities. You may not know exactly which ones to take because it looks to be only one impossible, like 2, maybe the better 2 out of the third one. Okay. And you're not even going to know which one you should take. Okay. You won't necessarily hear back from people right now during this Mercury in retrograde, but I feel like, within the 3rd week of April is when things are going to start coming for you. Possibly the 20th of April, or the last 10 days of April, or when we're in Taurus season, which is late April into May, is when things will start to kind of make sense for you. So just relax and don't, understand that Mercury is in retrograde right now. It is transiting your sign. So there will be missed opportunities. There will be a lot on your plate, not being able to go to things and hang out and do things, but you'll make up for that. Okay. Now, some of you are wanting to go back to school, but you're pregnant and you can't. Okay. So you can't go back to school right now. Or you can't travel. Your birthday is going to be one of you kind of laying up, just waiting for that 3rd trimester to be over. Like, it'll be that. But I feel like your girlfriends will probably come to your house and spend time, and someone's probably going to throw like a shower for you or a birthday thing for you. So it will be some form of a celebration, but some of you may not necessarily be in the mood to want to celebrate. But once they all come together and you see how much energy and effort they put in, it seems like you'll be able to enjoy yourself. 2nd week, I do see that there's going to be, work is really going to pick up. You guys are going to become even more busy, but you'll be able to handle everything. These first few weeks, you have been really just trying to keep everything under the radar, just working, doing what you need to do, or trying to like stay out of people's way so you don't get agitated, you don't get, upset about things. I feel like by the last week, you really will be on top of everything. Okay. You're not having it. No one better say anything out of their way to you, because they're going to get exactly what they asked for. Okay. So if they want some truth, anybody wants to get the truth from Aries, if you're cross watching, ask them in the 2nd week, because it's going to be some period within that 2nd week where it's like, you want it, here it go. Oh, you want to know? Here it go. Just be careful what you're asking for and hope you can handle it. After that, after you say something, you really tell somebody about themselves, or you really give someone a truth serum, you may after that be thinking, I could have said it this way. Well, did they take it offensive? Like, well, you may start to like try to reconcile what you said, but you will, your mouth will get you in a bit of a trouble. But it seems like whoever you said to, they may have had it coming. Because I do see Aries have been trying to really stay out of the danger zone. You guys have been trying to, like, I'm not going there. No, I'm not going to do that because I already know that I don't have the patience. I don't have tolerance. It's not going to work for me. I'm going to stay home, or, whatever. You guys have tried your best to stay out of it. Second week, something will happen that force you into it. Now, whatever you've been waiting to hear back from, whatever this might be, it's going to come, particularly in the Taurus season. So that's late April and the first couple of weeks of May. These 2 months for you will find will be amazing months for you. April and May. And I feel Cancer season is when some of you may say, I can't travel during my birthday, but I'm going to travel in July. I'm going to travel, later on in the year. You're going to find that to be an amazing time for you. Love for some of you may be coming in the season of Cancer. Okay. Things may get back on track if whoever you had to kind of, give your 2 cents to, things may get back on track in the next 2 months, okay? Or in Cancer season, okay? That's late June, early July. I do see that some of you Aries women and Aries men may feel this about the woman in their life, that some of you Aries women may have had some financial issues, like money is tight. Or money is about to get really tight. Some of you could have spent a little too much on hanging out. There may have been a judgment that you have to kind of take care of. You could be in preparation to your birthday, but there's been some monies that you have spent out. And I feel that you're going to make up for that. So whatever money spent out or whatever you had to do and you feel like, okay, I spent a little too much, you'll either get it back for your birthday or you'll work that money back, because I do see some of you turning $50 into $90, $500 into $900, $5,000 into $9,000, so there will be some form of a 40% increase. So you have that opportunity to make a 40% increase for the remainder month of March. Okay. Now, as it relates to love, it looks like some of you have ended a past relationship with someone that loved you very much. Okay. They loved you. That situation has ended. It could have ended because of another person. Someone could be pregnant and they found out and that situation was an end. There's 3 women here. So Aries men, there's 3 women. Someone has called you out. Like, I know, I know she's pregnant, or I know you're dealing with someone that lives away from where you guys live. Like, someone is at a distance. Another person could be a mom. She doesn't have to be pregnant by you, but she could be a mother, or she's extremely fertile. And you need to be very careful because she will be pregnant. But the person that possibly have loved you for a long time, that has been in your life for a long time, they caught you. They called you out on it. And you're just like trying to figure out, yes, there's 3 people. You didn't know what to do or who to choose, or you thought you had everything under control. And now it's like you don't have that person in your life anymore. Like that person that you really loved, that really loved you. And I feel like you've kind of been carrying this around for a little while. You've not necessarily shared this with anyone. You kind of have, some of you could have turned to work to kind of get that off of your mind. Some of you may have found yourself trying your best to talk to that person to no avail, like they're not going to hear you out. And then I feel, because, typical Aries, for some Aries, it's like, okay, you tried. You know what? Forget it. I'm done. I'm going out. And it's like, then you go out, you socialize with women. But there's that same energy is not going to be there. Not like the woman that you broke up with because, Aries ladies, this could be how that person is kind of seeing you as well. And whomever can relate to this aspect, just put yourself in that category. But I do see that going out and socializing isn't necessarily going to make you feel better about what happened. Okay. And I feel like these 2 other women that's in your life, I don't feel like you're going to necessarily make any of them like a focus at this time. You're still trying to sift through what happened with this past relationship. Some of you may even want to contact someone and reach out to someone that hasn't spoken to you in quite some time. You may feel like this person left you out in the cold. You may have lied to them. This person could be a mother who was living at a distance from you, and you may have not been as or they may have not been as honest with you about something. That person may be on your mind. We have Mercury in retrograde, so there is this like kind of wanting to reach out to someone. You might say, I just want to hang out. I just want to catch up. I just want to see how you were doing, but you won't be able to kind of like get in contact with that person. And I do see that if there's anything going on in a relationship where there's other women involved, you're one plus, there's a couple other women. I feel in the second week, if you haven't gotten called out on it, whomever hasn't gotten called out on their stuff, they're going to get called out in the second week. And they're still going to be left with like two different options, two other females that they can choose from because they've been juggling three. Okay. And if you're a Aries woman and you say, okay, I'm done, by the time you cut the situation off in your relationship by the second week, it may take you a couple of weeks or a couple of days to just get your emotions intact, because you'll be going through that place of lack with your mate of like, I thought, it was going to be this, or, so you'll have your moment and allow yourself to have that, moment. But that thing will be a moment and you'll be back, on and doing what you need to do. I don't feel like you're going to be out there saying, okay, I'm back on the market. Who wants me? It'll be more of like, okay, I'm focusing on myself now, my money, securing myself and what I want to do to evolve myself to the next stage. Some of you may even be, again, contemplating going back to school, that sort of thing. But I do see your finances will increase once you kind of disconnect from this person, because it's something about whatever energy that they were possessing, you guys together, whether it was you knew you were the other woman and therefore it was affecting your finances, your abundance, or just that energy not being beneficial to you if you weren't and it was happening to you, that disconnecting from that again evolved you and has put you more focused into the things that matter for yourself, and you'll see the results of your efforts, okay, financially. So Aries women will be fine. Aries men, I feel you guys throughout this month is going to be going through trying to, understand what's really all happening, sifting through old feelings, sifting through, how you really feel about a couple of people that you have in your life. Now, it could be a couple. When I say a couple, it could be someone from your past that you're thinking about now, but you're not physically dealing with anyone. You may be in a relationship with someone. You may have someone that wants to have a child, that is pregnant. And your emotions just kind of all over the place. Some Aries men, you kind of want to be a player again, but you have an obligation and responsibility. And I feel that, you may find yourself doing something silly just to justify going out or doing something. So just be careful with that. If you can, be very careful with that. Now, others of you that's not going through necessarily, why is this video so long? Let me wrap this up. Others of you who isn't going through necessarily all that, you may find that this is a month where you and your mate is going to spend some time together. Again, if the person is pregnant, they can't travel. And I see there may be a party or going and hanging out, get together with friends or family after no one being able to kind of reach you for a little while. And your second week, I feel you're going to be back at it again with working and stuff like that. And there's going to be, something that you kind of have to deal with. And it won't necessarily be about you and your mate. It may be a decision that you have to make, with either a baby shower or, planning a trip, that sort of thing, and trying to weigh your options of where do we go, how much exactly are we going to spend, that sort of thing. You may even find that your mate gets a better paying job or start to make more money, with their own business, but I do see more money coming into your relationship. And if you're not traveling now, you'll be postponing your trip with your mate around late June or July, when you guys are reconciling, because I do see like there may be a problem, an issue between you and your mate at this time. And nobody is really giving in, and it may get a little ugly in the second week. And then you're trying, Aries, man, woman, you're trying to kind of sift through. I feel more Aries men is trying to sift through, whether they were to blame, or, what part they played in the situation, and how it's all going to get fixed. It may take a couple of months before you guys can the dust can settle, and you guys will be able to get back on solid ground. And others of you, within the second month, so in May time, you may find that, okay, I'm done, I'm leaving, I'm not going to be here anymore, we're gone, we're going to break up. And you may find yourself, as soon as you leave one relationship, you go directly into another relationship. You have to be careful with that, especially if you've had you've been in a long-term relationship, you have strong feelings for someone. You may find that you're literally going to be dating the exact same person. You know what I mean? So be careful when you just go from one person to the next. But I do see an opportunity of leaving one situation, and then, like in a millisecond, another relationship comes about. So that's what I have for you guys for the remainder of March. I know this is way too long for Aries. It's a lot going on. It's my fault. I put a little too many cards down. But I hope that this has been helpful for you guys. If you would like to share with us how it has been, especially for those of you that I mentioned earlier, I don't know exactly what part of it, please do so in the comment section below, or you're welcome to email me for that specific thing that I asked for earlier. Others of you are welcome to leave your comments in the comment section below. I love to hear from you. And if you would like a personal reading with me, I can be reached in the description box below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aries.